So, had I decided to do this 48 hours ago, I probably wouldn't even be making this video. I was out shooting the other day with my kids, and I had my bow on my stand, and one of my girls decided that she needed to move the stand. And as she slid it sideways, she didn't put a hand on the bow, and as she moved it, the bow slid off and dropped and landed right on the cam. And then it tipped over and hit my sight. I haven't even really looked at that yet. I kind of don't want to. So here's what we're going to do today, because I'll bring you in close, but it landed right on the bottom of that. And as I run my nail on it, there's definitely a catch, which means there's a burr. And if I keep shooting this bow, that burr is eventually going to start cutting into my string. So we're going to see if we can fix it. All right, what we're going to do here is we're going to pull these strings off this bottom the bottom cam here, and I've got some of these clips we're going to use to try to hold these so I don't lose all the twist that's in them. So that'll allow me to turn this up so I can get in there and work it. So what I'm going to do here is I went and grabbed a kebab skewer, and I have got some 800 grit sandpaper. I figured if I can wrap that around this, that would allow me to get this thing into the groove and maybe work that burr out. So I'm going to pull you over here close so you can see what I'm doing, and we'll see if this works or not. Try to save myself some money on buying some cams. Alright, so we're going to try to do this without my hairy arm being right up in the camera the whole time. My thought was, if I take this and just wrap that around, that fits pretty good in that groove. I can just work that out and make sure that there's no burrs on the inside of that cam. I'm not trying to take a bunch of metal off. I'm just trying to make sure there's nothing on there. It's going to catch my string. Oh yeah, easy peasy. I think we're there. That was easier than I was thinking it was going to be. I had some other grits. I figured 800 would be sufficient, and I think that works just fine. Yeah, that feels good. All right, let's put the string back on. Well, as I was putting the string back up here in the groove, I realized there's a ding right there that I hadn't noticed. So I think we're going to give the top the same treatment here. Yeah, look right there. There's definitely a little bit there. So, sorry, kicking the tripod. We're just going to run this right here. Oh, right there, I can feel that catching right on that very edge. There we go. There's a little catch right there with that thing. Man, I was more worried about the bottom cam, but the top one actually had almost seems like it got the brunt of it. Hadn't even really looked at the top cam, because when the bow dropped, it dropped right on the bottom, and it tipped over and hit the sight. I'm going to take that apart here in a second, because I think there might be a broken bolt on that. But I think that's feeling pretty good. Alright, let's put this back on here. Alright, make sure everything's back in its grooves. I had all those strings apart. It's in the right place. Okay. So what I'm going to do with it now, I'm going to shoot it for the next couple days and keep a really close eye on the serving on these cams. After every probably 20 or 30 shots, I'm going to come in here, pop that off, take a look at it, make sure those cams, or sorry, not the cams, but make sure the serving's not being cut. And might have just saved myself a couple $100 in cams. Let's hope so. Now the question is I'm going to take this apart because that's definitely out of whack. I think that might have been broken in there. So we'll find out. Thanks for coming along. I don't know if this is the right way to do it, but I think this is the way it's going to work. And I'll go shoot it for a bit and we'll find out. Thanks for coming along. Well, I just got done taking my sight apart, putting it back together. Luckily, it's not broke. It definitely was out of whack, so now we're level here. We're all leveled up there. We leveled first, second, and third axis. So I think it's going to survive. Hallelujah. Yeah, that thing's not going anywhere now. Shake that all over and it barely moves. Nice.